All right, we should be live right now. We should be live. Game two recap. Should have made this game one. Actually, I did make a recap video game one, but after I was done making the video and trying to go back to look at said video, I realized I did not have any audio. I turned the mic off for the laptop. So yeah, that sucked. But shoot, as I said, after every game, I'm doing a recap. And hopefully we will continue this throughout the rest of the series. So yeah, let me just all right, so boom. Yeah. No, I don't want it like that. Yeah. As you can see, final score obviously Celtics take a 2-0 lead over the Dallas Mavericks. They protect home court 105 to 98, wire to wire. Even though the Mavs obviously they played a lot better compared to game one, were more active defensively for sure, more intact on that end throughout the game, especially yeah, including the final 7-8 minutes of the game, even though it was within single digits. You knew Boston were gonna win this game. You just knew. Let me pull up team stats. Very poor shooting night from the Celtics, especially from three. 10 of 39, 26 from 3-point range, 26%. Very poor shooting night from three for Dallas as well. They attempted 26, made six of them, hit 23% of their threes. So, yeah, the offensive firepower was not really there, but for Boston, with their defense, which is elite, the best in the league, they stepped up, made plays when needed to, and were able to pull out the grinded out win at the Garden. So game three will be in Dallas on Wednesday, and we'll see if Luka and the rest of the Mavericks can pull it off at home, or we see Boston take a commanding 3-0 lead, which ultimately means the series will be over by then. So, key takeaways. I think, yeah, we can start with Dallas, right? And the elephant, the elephant in the room, obviously, is Kyrie Irving. It has to be Kyrie. 7 of 18 from the field, all for three from three, two turnovers, four personal fouls, had 16 on the night. Another abysmal performance. Look, I said this many times before the series started that if the Mavs had any chance of beating Boston, if they had any chance of winning this series 4 times against the Celtics team, both Luka and Kyrie have to be absolutely perfect offensively. Luka, while not perfect, he's had a good series offensively. What about Kyrie? Complete no show. Complete no show. The defensive coverages he's getting against the Boston Celtics, athletic guards, high IQ defensive guards like a Drew Holiday, much wingspan, quick on their feet. The main three, Tatum, Brown, and Holiday, gave this man complete hell the entire night. Complete hell. The man cannot do anything. And when you're an undersized guard who relies on jump shots and can't get to the rim consistently. That is a massive problem. And you add the fact that for the Mavs supporting cast, their whole offense revolves around their top two guys, and Luka and Kyrie. So that already puts them at a massive disadvantage against the Celtics team. Massive disadvantage. And for the Mavs role players, obviously PJ, he had 17, had a decent game, which is very positive because obviously Dallas, they need some type of production from their role players to be within these games. Derrick Jones Jr. had 11 on 4 for 7 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3-point range. He was anemic on the perimeter when he had the ball. If he wasn't going to drive to the paint to get a foul call or create inside, he was basically useless offensively. And that's been the entire case these first two games of this series, which is already really bad because with the Celtics, their main focus is Luka, even though they're having these 1v1 assignments on him, they're not really blitzing him that much, which in this game, whenever he did blitz, Luka being the great passer that he is, he was able to pass it to the roll guy, whether it was like a Daniel Gafford. He had this sick play where I know Horford was the guy blitzing him from the left, and I want to say it was Drew. It had to be Drew or Derek White. And then he made this beautiful, beautiful pass inside the paint to Daniel Gafford. He was able to lay it up in the second half of the game. So all the blitzing opportunities that Luka had against the Celtics defense, he was able to take advantage of that. And so for Boston, with the coverages for this game, if Luka scores consistently, fine. But for us, we know that one, eventually he's going to get tired out, especially when he's on defense. If we can attack him enough times, which they very much did, especially with Tatum onto the wings, he was able to get to the lane easily when Luka was guarding him. We like our chances because Luka's obviously, with the load he has offensively and him being really the only consistent scoring and shot making threat and being the best playmaker, we can afford to do that because with what we've seen from these Mavs role players, they can't shoot non-factors. Derrick Jones Jr., like I said, PJ Washington has been very poor from three this series. Gafford and Lively, those are two rim running bigs. They revolve around the pick and roll game, rolling to the basket, being lob threats. Outside of being in the paint, they're useless. Complete liabilities. Kyrie, he should be the Robin, but I don't even know what he is right now. I don't know what he is. And the bench guys, you have Maxi Kleba. He was horrible. He was complete garbage this game. 16 minutes, 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. Terrible offensively, and defensively he wasn't great either. He wasn't good at all. Looking down, Josh Green, again, another poor game, complete liability offensively. The Boston perimeter defenders, they're completely sagging off of him. They're trying to say, bro, please shoot the ball. And whenever he's shooting the ball, excuse me. Damn, excuse me. My fault. Damn. Sorry, my fault. And whenever he's shooting the ball, those are bricks. So we'll take advantage of that. Dante Exum, 11 minutes. Man, my fault. Sorry, allergies. Dante Exum, 11 minutes. Little to no impact. Low to no impact. I'm going to go back to predictions for this series. This is like the sixth time I'm sneezing, bro. I'm so sorry. I think I got it. back. If I do sneeze again, I'm deeply sorry about that. But I'm gonna go back to the series, and I'm still going to harp on people picking the Mavs to beat the Celtics. The Celtics. I'm still, yeah, yeah, bro. I'm finding it right now. It's kind of dusty. This is dusty, but yeah, I'm still harping on people that were picking the Mavs over the Celtics. Other than pure hate for Boston, right? And just complete disbelief of their path. In what way did you think with both of these rosters, you compare the two together? What made you think that the Mavs had a remote chance? What made you think that? Dallas are going up against a team in this postseason run where they're facing the first team with great shooters all across the floor. A five in Porzingis in his limited minutes, even who is super lengthy and can really beat you in all three levels of the court offensively. Multiple defenders who can guard at will. Better coaching, the best coach by far with Missoula. I think he's better than all Ty Lue, Dagnall, and Finch by a decently sized gap. You're going up against a juggernaut, and yeah, Luca is the best player on the floor. Obviously, he's a generationally offensive talent, generational offensive talent. But you look through this roster, through the coaching, scheming, and overall building, it's just a complete mismatch. I still got Boston in five, but if they don't pull it off, even if Luca has a 40, 45, 50 bomb, Kyrie still got to perform. And even then, if Kyrie still got to perform, they have to be so perfect offensively with their scoring, playmaking, efficiency, where you're going up against this Boston team, a team where they have four players who can be the best player on any given night. A generationally good shooting team. And for Dallas, a team with limited shot making, very limited shot making outside of Luka and Kyrie. It's not going to be close. I'm sorry. Again, I have Celtics in five. I'm still going to stick with it just because I just think Luka is going to have a phenomenal offensive game. I just got too much respect for Luka, so I'm still going to go with my original prediction. But it nobody should be surprised from these first two games. This is going in a sweep. Even with the Mavs, two games being at home and with the tail of role players shooting better at home, it's not going to be close. It's not. It's over in 4 or 5 games. It shouldn't go more than 4 or 5. It just shouldn't. Boston had one of the worst shooting performances of their entire season. Overall, as a team, we had you can give a grade for us being in the C range, and we still won the game. I don't think Dallas ever led outside the first quarter. Tatum had a horrendous shooting night too. He shot 6 for 22 from the field, 1 for 7 from three. 18 points ultimately, and we still won the game. We led at halftime. Tatum's first points, which came in the second quarter, he didn't score till the second quarter, early second quarter, and we still won the game. It was wire to wire. No chance. No chance. Zero. Jason Kidd, he can have the mentality. He can have the team being mentally ready, defensively even more. He can try all these schemes. He can even try to make Tatum a catch and shoot guy. Try to take away his playmaking as much as he can. There's just too much playmaking, too much ball movement, too much scoring, too much shot creation, too much overall talent for this team to overcome that. Simple. Even mind games from Kid in these pressers. Look, I didn't mind him at all talking about, oh, Jaylen Brown's the better player on the Celtics over Tatum. I don't mind that at all. Like, I don't mind if coaches are going to resort to that type of tactic. It's part of the game, especially in these type of situations where you're in the championship series. You're competing for a championship. So I didn't mind that at all. But that's not enough. Boston's too locked in for stuff like that, and it wasn't the best game from the Celtics overall tonight. I said that before, but hey, that's what championship teams do. When you're not shooting the ball well, your best player is having a very poor shooting night. You have people stepping up, like a Drew Holiday, who was phenomenal tonight, and Jaylen Brown being great, a great two-way guy. Derek White hitting his shots. Porzingis having contributions off the bench, which hopefully the injury that he suffered trying to chase the loose ball with PJ Washington at the end of the game. Hopefully it's not serious. Hopefully it's just a little nick. And with these next couple of days of rest, he can be able to play for game 3. Hopefully that'll happen. I'm not sure. I tried looking for the updates on his injury, but I wasn't able to find anything before I got on here. But even when you have bad games, for this Celtics team to still pull it off, protect home court, and be in very good shape going on the road in Dallas for game 3, that's the mind of a champion. Again, that's what championship winning teams do. And the Celtics, this year's Celtics, are well on their way to becoming that. 6 times, I'm pretty sure. No, 5 times, excuse me. 5 times. 5 times were a team able to come back from a 2-0 deficit to win the finals. Hey, it's going to take, knock on wood, but it's going to take multiple people having very poor shooting nights, team being completely not locked in on both sides. Porzingis, obviously, if he's not going to come back for the rest of the series, and if Luka and Kyrie become generational and efficient, if the role players can shoot threes, it's just too many ifs. This series is going to be over after the next 2 games in Dallas, whether it's going to be 4 or 5. Simple. Now, talking about Boston, we'll start with Drew Holiday. Had a phenomenal game. 26 points on 11 for 14. Super efficient. Oh my God, bro. If you told me during the Heat series, which he was absolutely abysmal offensively, if you told me during that series in the first round that Drew Holiday will be putting up a 26, 11 rebound, 3 assist game with great defense on absolutely phenomenal efficiency, I'll be over the moon. I'll be over the moon. And I know it's a weak narrative, especially for it still being a very early series. It's only been 2 games being played. But if we were to give Finals MVP to any player right now, it'd be Drew Holiday. Easily. It will be Drew Holiday. The amount of clutch plays, again, the great efficiency, the phenomenal movement when he has the ball, just being a great leader as the vet, as the guy for Boston coming in, being the fourth best player on this team, four or five, give or take. For him to elevate his game at this level, phenomenal effort. Phenomenal effort. He has been a difference maker. He has been incredible, super incredible, and well, I don't want to say I don't want to say I expected this because I didn't really expect him to be this good, especially offensively when we got him. But these are the type of games that we acquired Drew Holiday for. The efficient games, the leadership, the great defensive stops, just being an overall glue guy. The stop he had on Kyrie in the fourth to no, I'm sorry, but just stops in general. Stops in general. I make up Holiday for Tatum, excuse me, but just stops in general when he was mastered on Luka, slowing him down enough times to not to prevent Dallas from getting hot offensively. Phenomenal work from Holiday. Hey, compared to his play offensively in these postseasons with Milwaukee, it's completely night and day. And you could say the context for Milwaukee is a lot different, especially with him being the second option when Middleton was out. But compare Milwaukee Drew Holiday in the playoffs to Boston Drew Holiday this year, completely different. And for that, I am very thankful. Moving along, Jason Tatum, again, very poor shooting night, but playmaking wise, phenomenal. 12 assists every single time when he was able to. When he got past his man and got into the paint, and the rest of the defenders were able to help on the defender getting blown by Tatum, him being able to kick the ball out to the corner or swinging it cross-eyed with his high IQ, it helped our offense so much, and that's been the case for this entire series. Even Dallas, they didn't want they didn't want to help on defense that much. They didn't want to help out on the drivers to start the game off. But as the game went on, and Tatum was getting these easy looks to the rim, they had to. And with that, it led to either A, the pass in the corner, and for guys like Horford and White to get open looks, Drew Holiday to get open looks, or even then, the guy in the corner, swing pass, either led to another easy drive to the lane or an open 3-point shot. And even if that didn't work, another swing pass and then the open shot there. So it's just the complete flowing of the offense being so in sync. A large part of that is because of Jason Tatum and him being such a great and willing playmaker with his size and his ability to see the floor. That helps us so much, man. Helps us a lot. Other players too. Al, he had very solid defense tonight. Only 5 points, but it didn't really matter. 5 and 7 rebounds. Derek White, 6 of 15 from the field, 4 of 10 from three. The one heave he had at the end of the shot clock, which I'll go back to Tatum. I think one thing I really didn't like was his passiveness on him being able to shoot off the catch, which that's been an issue for a long time now. One other example I could give was the end of the first half. He had the pass given to him on the right side of the wing. He had the open look, but he passed it up, wanted to drive to the lane, and then that Gafford met him at the rim, and he lost the ball, and that was in the half. I was so mad when that happened, by the way. I was super mad. I was like, bro, why are you not shooting the ball? You are open, and you understand that you don't have that much time left to get more of a quality looking shot. Shoot it. If it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I would be way more accepting of you taking that shot and even you missing it rather than you trying to go to the rim and getting even worse shot with time running out in the quarter. That was just dumb basketball. But other than that, great rebounding from him, great defense as always. Even though in the first half he was kind of getting cooked by Luka, especially in the first quarter. I was kind of mad about that. But overall, it was a solid game from him, minus the poor shooting. So I'm not really that mad. Jaylen Brown, he had another solid game. Great effort defensively. Obviously, the block he had. Well, White was the main guy that blocked PJ Washington's shot in transition when he tried to dunk it. But him being there as well, having great coverage on that, was one of the many great defensive plays he had throughout this game. And with him being the main assignment on Luka, again, with his wingspan and athleticism, was able to disrupt his rhythm, making him uncomfortable when he had the ball, not having enough airspace for Luka to get off easier looks. Just another great night for Jaylen Brown, especially defensively on that end. Um, bench Sam Hauser is anemic, man. We gotta keep playing him because we don't got other people to play him unless you want to do O'Shea Brissett or Tillman, which I don't think with Joe's mindset. I don't think either of those guys are gonna play in this series, minus injury. But Hauser, when the shot's not falling, and he's still a very solid wing defender. He's a liability. When you're a guy who mainly relies on hitting the three ball, you can't do anything else offensively. You can't drive to the paint, get easier looks. You can't draw fouls for yourself. We can't give you any more minutes because, well, you still can't leave them open, but with you not being able to hit your shots, then what else can we do? Like we can't afford the role players to not hit shots. You know, I'd rather have if people are missing shots, then it's got to be the star guys. It's got to be people from the starting five. We can't have the role players off the bench, like the seventh, eighth man, missing open looks. We just can't do that, and that's why Hauser only played 10 minutes in this game. Hopefully, he can turn up for these next couple of games soon. I really want it bad because he was really poor for in the Indiana series as well. So hopefully, we can get a Hauser game soon. Again, Porzingis, 12 points, very efficient from him with his limited minutes. Great two blocks as well on the defensive end. That injury really scared me, though. It really scared me a lot. Wasn't moving correctly, limping up and down the court. It looked really bad. So I'm going to have the mindset, unfortunately, that he's not going to play in this next game. If he does, if it's near 70, 75, hopefully 80%, then I'll absolutely love that. But as of right now, with his injury history, and I believe it was the same calf that he suffered in the Heat series as well, he might have re-aggravated it. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm expecting the worst, unfortunately. And Pritchard, hey, the the bank shot half quarter, man, to end the third. Man, he loves that bank shot. He loves that bank shot when the shot clock's running down in the quarters, man. He loves that. And that was great for us with the momentum. Dallas, they were chipping the lead away. I think it was a 6 point game before he hit that three. So for the momentum shift heading into the last quarter, when you knew Dallas were going to try to make a run, you knew Luka was going to be in killer mode in the clutch. That was huge for us to end the quarter. Yeah, it was a 6 point game, and then Pritchard hit the half court shot to make it a 9 point game. Okay, I got that right. So yeah, with game three, adjustments for both teams, really for Boston on their behalf. Keep doing the same thing. The whole in both games one and two, offensively, with our 3 pointers, clear open shots. Nearly every single look we had tonight was an open look. We just weren't able to hit them. And hopefully, in these next two games, 3 and 4, we're not gonna have as poor of a shooting night like we just have. So those threes, pray to God, they're gonna fall. Offensively, we're gonna be very more efficient, and it's gonna be an easier path for us to control these games moving forward. But for Dallas, I suggested this before, but make Tatum more of a shooter. Try to have him try to test him with it, making open shots when he has the ball on the perimeter, when they're swinging the ball around on these possessions. But even then, what more can you do with a roster, a team as offensively good as Boston, and you on your side, you have really one dynamic offensive player, one consistently good offensive player. Kyrie got to step up, basically. Basic analysis, but it's simple as that. Are you a man or a mouse? You're the only player on this team with finals experience. You've been in these moments before. You've been in these moments where you're the underdog and your team within the series are facing a huge deficit in the series, being down by multiple games in the series. So, with your experience and with what history tells with their performances, you should be able to step it up against a more superior team. But we haven't seen that, obviously. And for Dallas' sake, if they have any chance, again, Kyrie has to be great and efficient offensively, along with Luka too as well. If that's not the case, then the series is going to be over in 4 or 5 games. Simple as that. Very simple. Love, Matt. Love, brother. Love. Yeah. It's going to be like this for every single game in this series. Hopefully, it'll be really short. Hopefully, it'll be really short because of time. But hey, oh, you driving right now? Okay. Yeah, I'm about to head off too. I'm about to wrap this up. I understand. No, you good, man. I'll take it from here. I was gonna wrap this up anyway. All good, brother. Yeah, I like that though. I like that. Shout out Matt, man. Shout out Matt. Hold the fort down, brother. Hold the fort down. Currently, we just reached 870 subscribers on YouTube. So we're 30 away. We're less than 50 away. Me and Matt recently, we had a goal to set for the YouTube channel that we need to hit 1K before the summer's over. So knock on wood. This is like marble next to right now, but still knock on wood. But hopefully by the next school semester for the both of us, 1K would be easy surpassed by that time. Hopefully. We need y'all support. All we're gonna do is keep posting this great content. What y'all need to do is spread the word of Lunch and Debates. Keep engaging in the content, keep liking the content, and we're gonna keep giving y'all the good stuff moving forward. And hopefully we'll reach our goal soon. Okay. Yeah, again, if you guys have made it to the end of this video, thank y'all so much. Appreciate the love and support. Make sure to like and comment on this video as well. Follow all of our social media platforms at YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, all with the handle at Lunch and Debates. And yeah, man, this is Dibo signing out, and Celtics in 5. Let's go, man.